Hey everybody, so as you know, I'm doing the carnivore diet, and the reasons I'm personally doing it is to fix my skin issues. Basically what's wrong with my skin is I've had acne for 3 years. And just to give you a little backstory, how it started, it was just early 2016. I randomly just started getting breakouts. So it just started getting worse and worse over time. And after a few months, I basically had full-on acne. So what I try to do, since I was very health conscious, is fix my skin through natural measures. So I was trying diet first, just to whittle it down to get it to some sort of dietary issue. I tried tons of different diets. Obviously the first thing I did was try to eat really healthy according to society standards. So I just did a bunch of greens, all organic. I would be juicing, tons of fruits, antioxidants. Once that didn't work, I basically did the same thing, but I just started adding in supplements and things that were supposed to help. Nothing really gave me relief. If anything, it actually made things worse. It seemed like the more vegetables I ate, my digestion would just be all fucked up. So after that, I tried some more extreme diets. I tried like low FODMAPs, low salicylates, low oxalates, all kinds of different shit. And basically the only thing that really gave me any kind of relief is doing keto or doing a apple fast, which is when you just eat apples for 3 days, and a couple other things. It's mainly for skin. That's what the diet's made for. You can look it up. I think it's called just the 3-day apple fast. Basically though, those are the only 2 diets that ever gave me any relief, and it never completely healed my skin. So after a few months of trying a bunch of things, I probably gave it about a 6-month trial of just all natural, which is really, really hard when you're just breaking out and you want to use some sort of over-the-counter product. So after that, I kind of just gave up. I started using benzoyl peroxide, and if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a facial treatment cream that you put on once or twice a day, and it just basically worked like magic. So the one I used was acne.org, benzoyl peroxide. Just put it on once a day, and my acne started healing up within a week. And it was pretty severe at this point, so it was like a miracle. So once that started working, I just did that. I added a moisturizer and a face wash, and it basically all just went away. So I kind of just gave up on the diet, and I just kind of went back to like a basic, just a typical diet. Still considered healthy, but I wasn't going hardcore like I was before. And my skin seemed to heal almost completely, but after a few months, I would get zits every once in a while if I like ate out, or it seemed like if I ate a lot of vegetables, I would get some sort of breakout or something. So, but it was basically maintainable with the benzoyl peroxide once a day. It was completely maintainable. And now that I've been on benzoyl peroxide every day for 2 years straight, my skin has really bad side effects from it. So it gets really red randomly. If it's hot, all of a sudden it'll turn red. If it gets cold, it'll turn red. If it gets wet when it was like really dry before, it'll turn red. Or the other way around, if it gets dry when it was moisturized, it gets really red. And I'll just get random zits too, which don't look good, because the benzoyl peroxide actually makes any kind of blemish you get take a really long time to heal. So any kind of red mark that you get, it just takes forever to heal because of the benzoyl peroxide. And you know, I'm kind of over it. 2 years now, and it seems like it's almost getting worse, the redness. So also, you can't go out in the sun for shit. If you go out in the sun, at least for me, with the benzoyl peroxide, my face will turn red for like a day, maybe 2 days. If I'm out in the sun for like 30 minutes in the middle of the summer, it'll turn bright red, and it doesn't even look like a sunburn. It looks like something happened to your face. So it's actually pretty severe. Makes life a lot harder. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find the root cause of this shit, and heal my body from within. Looking at all the evidence that I've seen, and just collecting information, it could possibly be a food sensitivity. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I have some sort of food sensitivity to some sort of plant food, and I'm just gonna get my diet to 100% baseline. That's why I'm doing the carnivore. I'm just gonna get my diet to 100% baseline, and I'm gonna let you know if it has any relief on my skin. So there's so many different plant toxins or things that you could be sensitive to, and not saying that plant foods are bad, but if you are sensitive to one, it's really likely that you're sensitive to multiple, and that's just gonna be super hard to just whittle it down. So I'm just gonna get my diet on a baseline 100% carnivore, meat, salt, and water diet to see if I get any improvement. With that said, the carnivore diet seems like the most logical elimination diet to me. It seems like the most simple, most straightforward. Anything that'll give me a food sensitivity or any kind of intolerances is completely wiped out, because if what is causing it is a sensitivity, I'm gonna know, and if it's something else, then I'll do a 100% different diet. But for now, this is one of my few last resorts to trying to fix my skin from within and from a natural point of view. And I'm not having an identity with any kind of diet or like picking some hardcore camp that I have to choose, like, oh, I'm gonna be carnivore, I have to like hate on other people like vegans or something. If carnivore doesn't work, I'm gonna go vegan next. That's gonna be my next thing, some sort of vegan fruit fast or something, but it'll be some form of veganism. So I'm not having an identity with any kind of like extremist group. I'm just gonna use food as fuel and see what works for me. On the carnivore diet, I'm just gonna be adding in one food at a time. Once I'm just gonna get down to beef, salt, and water, and then just add in one thing at a time to see if I have any digestion issues, skin issues. I don't even know if this is gonna help my skin in the first place, so I might not even be able to come off of the benzoyl peroxide. We're gonna have to see. But if it does off the start, then it looks like it's a food sensitivity issue. I'm just gonna add in one food at a time, see if anything affects me, or if I have to stay on this for the rest of my life, so be it. But that's basically the reason to get off or to go on to the carnivore diet, is to get off of benzoyl peroxide and heal my skin from within. It's an attempt, so this is the first step in some of my last measures to try, and we're gonna see if it works. So if you want to see any more, just subscribe. I'm doing a 1-week check-in for carnivore, and I'll just be dropping another extra video talking about any kind of other experiences going on. Give it a comment if you have any questions specifically to me, if you have anything that comes to mind. Other than that, thanks for watching.